Permanent Secretary of State for Air. Sir, I have the honor to refer to the very serious calls which have recently been made upon Fighter Command in an attempt to stem the German invasion of the continent. I hope and believe that our armies may yet be victorious in France and Belgium, but we have to face the possibility that they may be defeated. In this case, I presume that there is no one who will deny that England should fight on, even though the remainder of the continent of Europe is dominated by the Germans. I must therefore request that not one more fighter be sent across the Channel. If the home defense is drained away in desperate attempts to remedy the situation in France, defeat in France will involve the final, complete, and irremediable defeat of this country. I have the honor to be, sir, your obedient servant, H.C.T. Dowding.
Air Chief Marshal Dowding, sir.
You do realize, Dowding, the position this puts us in? I realize that the French have been promised these squadrons by Churchill personally. He's given the French Prime Minister his word. You do appreciate, Dowding, that Churchill will have to see this. That's why I wrote it.
This is the BBC Home Service. Here is the news. In the House of Commons this afternoon, the Prime Minister, Mr. Churchill, said, "What General Weygand called the Battle of France is over. The Battle of Britain is about to begin."
Wie weit haben wir noch bis zum Ziel? Alles auf Gefechtsstation. Tomate 1 an alle. Tomate 1 an alle. Noch 10 Minuten bis Ziel. Alles auf Gefechtsstation. Noch 10 Minuten bis Ziel. Ende.
Verflucht nochmal das Spitfeuer!
Help yourself, everybody. There's no fighter escort.
Ante!
Let's see what happens. Gaijin's. I really, this just. Yeah, it's Gaijin. It's been Gaijin. As much as I've said these guys show a lot of promise, maybe. It's like they do it, and then they show promise, and then they just ruin everything step by step. This is just one of those things that they've kind of gone. Yeah, let's give this the Russian seal of approval and change it. And this isn't anything like what the Battle of Britain was like. It really isn't. Which is kind of disappointing. Typically Gaijin though. I mean, like I say, this is what they're good at. It really is. Battle of Britain in a swordfish. Yeah. So now the swordfish can overheat as well. Worse than the Spitfire again. But doesn't have web. Who in their right mind thought we really need to nerf the swordfish? It's overperforming in comparison to other aircraft. I mean, really, they've nerfed the swordfish. LOL. Yeah. Well played, Gaijin. Well played. So because it killed the Bismarck, it's too OP, so they've nerfed it. Well played. I suppose it makes sense in Russia, maybe. Like this event maybe makes sense in Russia as well, if you've read their secret documents. I can't even be asked to do any of the gems for this. It's just not my kind of thing. And this thing is freaking lame as well. Royal Joust, yeah. It doesn't tell you there. But I know what the lineup is for this. It says you can queue with anything. It's not anything. You don't get to use anything like that in this. You get to use Spitfires. And that's it. Everyone uses Spitfires. These events are just, yeah, amazing.